House Revenue and the Financial Committee was supposed to have a meeting at 8 a.m. today, and it got canceled. So, quite frankly, it's looking like the Bears might end up in Hammond, Indiana. Hey, it's Chicago Bears Central. We gonna talk about it, but hey, you gotta hear that music first, though.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
Y'all for tuning in for another episode of Chicago Bears Central. It's one of your hosts here, Steve-O Speaks, and I'm in the building on the early morning live because, hey, there's some shit going on. It is what it is. So we already know. We've been talking about it for months now, since the beginning of the season, middle of the season, end of the season. We already know that the Chicago Bears want a new stadium. Relatively, they want to own it, this, that, and the third. But they wanted to be here, but quite frankly, Illinois still not budging, and it's still at a stall at this moment. Now, like we said, according to Adam Hogue, he posted around 7:30 this morning that the Illinois House of Revenue and the Financial Committee was supposed to have a meeting at 8 a.m. today with the Chicago Bears, and that bitch got canceled. And quite frankly, if I'm not mistaken, they are already in a meeting with the state of Indiana, and it's looking like it's going to be what it is. But as it stands, it's relatively to show you that it's just looking more and more that this team and the stadium is not going to be in the state of Illinois, just because Illinois is just not trying to budge on some of the things that they're doing. We already know what some of the things is. We know that they want to use some of the taxpayer dollars, and they're just not trying to budge on that. And we know that the Chicago Bears and the McCaskey family want the city and the rest of the organization and the others to pay majority of the stadium, and Illinois just ain't on that shit. They on that bullshit. And quite frankly, like we've been saying in other lives and around the sources around Twitter, Indiana got it. They got the capital. They got all of it. They got the money. They got the capital. They got the want to. And quite frankly, they pushing for it. And quite frankly, like y'all see in the title, shit, it's looking like it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. It's Indiana. Yeah. Nah, that shit don't sound right at all. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, it is what it is. Like, I mean, my thoughts behind it, like, y'all know my feelings for the most part. At the end of the day, I personally, I care, but I don't care at the end of the day. I understand the business around the NFL and stadiums, and for the most part, if you pay attention to any stadium, especially in the NFL around the league, they're not in their relative home state or city. Most of the time, they're outside of the city. They're outside of the lines of the state or city. So most of the time, they stay in state, but they stay outside the city. But so like when they first dropped off that we was possibly maybe going to Arlington Heights, I really didn't care. People was like, I want to stay in Chicago. I like the skyline. Cool. I like that. I do love the skyline. It's no other, to be honest. And if you look at around the landscape of the league, there's no stadium and have a scenery like us. But for you people that's been going to Bears games for years, it's just not the best stadium to be in. It's already below average when it comes to the amount of capacity. It's one of the smallest stadiums in the league. Bathroom breaks are hell. So if you ever been to a game, if you go to a bathroom break and they on the field, most likely than not, you gonna miss a whole fucking quarter if you go to the bathroom. So it's just, when it comes to traffic, moving around the stadium, how the stadium looks, the aesthetics of the stadium, Soldier Field needs to be upgraded. It's one of the oldest stadiums in the league. We already know they had some updates done to it in 2013 and 2005, and quite frankly, they're still paying for the shit, I believe, from 2013. So that's also a big reason why a lot of the things is not as smooth when it comes to it. As we got my boy Bobby in the building. What's your thoughts on this? As because I seen your text message this morning. It's crazy all over the place. But what's your thoughts?
Illinois can't do nothing right.
Nope.
We can't do shit right. Do something right. All they ain't asking for you to cover everything. They
Just
asking you to not
nice
charge them $200 million a year in taxes. The highest tax amount is coming from the Los Angeles Rams or Chargers, I believe. One of those. Excuse me for not having it right now, but that's at 8.8 million.
And that makes sense because it's LA and it's Vegas, so that makes sense.
We in Chicago. Y'all can't never do the right stuff. And I know it's gonna be people that's mad at George McCaskey and Kevin Warren, but business is business.
Yeah.
What is a financial decision? You as a businessman, you have to make solid decisions that not only affect the now, but years to come and years to follow. I'm not paying $200 million in taxes when one of the NFL teams has been assured to only pay 8.8. I'm paying over $192 million more. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
It's beyond ridiculous, especially when we all know what we're trying to do. What we, as in the McCaskies and the rest of the Bears organization, we're trying to get we're trying to get a stadium that we own.
Facts.
And we ain't gonna be able to do that. We forking over all the goddamn money.
Facts. And don't the Park District own Soldier
And that's what when you was coming in, I was still saying, like, we still in debt from the last goddamn renovations we made in like 2013.
And to be quite honest with you, the damn Soldier Field might be the ones keeping the Park District afloat.
Literally is, to be honest, because ain't nothing else going around now for real.
So man, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's simple when it comes down to it. A lot of people gonna be looking at the Bears. It's not the Bears. The Bears been trying, like, to be honest, they was trying to avoid this shit for the last few years. And they told us ahead of time, we're trying to own. We're one of few of the, especially one of the oldest ownerships that don't own our shit.
Right.
So we're trying to get to the place where now not only are we in the good face on the field, but we got to make businesses too. Because as our team on the field grow, we got to grow outside of that as well. Which is why they're pushing for, bro. We need a whole metropolitan area so we can have hotels, we can have bars, we can have places for us to go and like have bear museums and shit like that. Because places like fucking places that don't even, it's not even necessarily a football culture like us, they have all the things that we want.
That's a fact.
They're getting the concerts, they're getting the museums, they're getting the attractions, and they ain't even want shit.
Facts. We
a historic, one of the oldest franchises in the league, and we don't. Not only do we not own our shit, we making money, but we ain't making the most money, which we should be especially with our market, we should be in the top 5 easily. And I'm not sure that we are. At the end of the day, like I just said, as we grow on the field, the ownerships know that they gotta grow in business as well. And it's just very hard to do when, quite frankly, what it is your ownership and mainly the state that you're playing is not trying to play ball.
For real. You should want to play ball, because to some of those teams that you talk about with the entertainment, quote unquote, entertainment districts that the Chicago Bears are trying to create, go to Atlanta.
Sure.
The Atlanta Braves have an entire entertainment district outside their stadium. They wasn't even playing baseball when me and my wife went. Yep. But guess what? The entertainment district was lit and bringing in money. When I went to Arizona, the Arizona Cardinals, they outside of Phoenix, right outside of Phoenix, in literally the middle of nowhere.
The desert.
Entertainment district, though, Steve-O. The stadium, you walk a block over, entertainment district.
Yep.
Bars, things to do with your kids, places to sit down and eat, a bevy of things to do, movie theaters right there to bring in more revenue. If you're Illinois, why wouldn't you want Arlington Heights to bring in that type of stuff to keep the money in Illinois?
And we already in debt. That could be some shit to pay off the debt. Like that's my thing. Like that's the whole frustrating thing about the state of Illinois is like, and people like, well, it's Illinois because like we've been saying, it's counterproductive. If for those who don't know about Illinois and it comes to our shit, we're one of the biggest largest cities in the world, like third biggest market, third or fourth biggest market. We got all the things, we got all the travel. People come here all the time. But at the end of the day, we operate in like we Denver. We our debt is not good. We're in debt with a lot of people, with a lot of folks, which most big cities shouldn't. They are, but they able to maintain it. It's so bad that they don't want to fork over no money. That's how bad the debt is.
Yeah, it's for me. We literally have one of the smallest stadiums
in the league.
I just look at it like, bro, it's a missed opportunity. It's not all said and done yet, but the Indiana not playing around with this. They just voted. It's on the local news right now.
And last time I just seen, if I'm not mistaken, from Outer Road, he said Indiana just passed 24-0.
That means nobody was like, oh no. Everybody said, let's get it done. And
they're not playing, bro.
You remember that one time we had the conversation with Dub when we was doing a game,
the Bears,
and we was talking about how Indiana is really trying to up their stuff, getting the WrestleManias, getting the WNBA stuff, getting the concerts, getting all these events, the All-Star games, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Illinois, you could think about some of that stuff too, but they're not. And I understand that there's a lot of things that you got to consider, but one of the things that you got to consider is keeping this team within the state. Come on, bro.
Especially this
team, because like, I'm going to go out on a limb. This team has the potential to bring in so much revenue over the next 10 years with this head coach, this team, this quarterback. They do. It's not like we tried out Rex Grossman out there right now. We're trying out anytime this young quarterback sits down with somebody and somebody say something to him, it's on sports media.
Bro, they talking about this mom might get a shoe. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man.
And that's when I think that's the most, like, that's the thing that's probably hitting home the most. Is like, y'all finna miss out on a grand opportunity because y'all playing at the wrong time. Y'all wait till we got the right infrastructure in. You got a president. I mean, you got somebody named Kevin Warren that wants to do stuff, make it work, make the organization present itself as a top organization, but y'all don't want to help them. And for Illinois' sake, this is literally one of your biggest attractions. We don't need, like, do you not understand, like, globally what the Bears did when they was winning in the 80s? Nigga, we was on SNL.
Bro,
they didn't even have bullshit on goddamn SNL, and we was winning every year.
Bro, an article dropped like a week or two ago that Chicago Bears fans in the Olympics overseas was chanting Green Bay sucks in the Olympics. That is crazy. This is a franchise, bro, that deserves to be right where it's supposed to be. I seen somebody say that Arch Angle said, except look at the newest plans for the stadium, it doesn't have more than Soldier Field. They reduced the seatings from the plans we originally saw. No, I thought they was getting more seats. I thought that was the whole entire plan, was to get more seats.
That had to be a fake article. Ain't no way you finna get smaller on top of you being small. Like that. Really? Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that don't make sense.
No. And they're definitely trying to get 100+.
Then even like, you can't expand Soldier Field. What are you gonna do? Cut off a whole block?
I'm gonna say you gonna be
cut off the block.
You gonna have to you like I said, old McCormick might have to go the fuck on somewhere then.
Do anybody still go in there?
Yeah. They still have plays and graduations, but we got plenty of fucking places to have graduation and plays at. I'm just saying.
That's a fact.
And that little ass parking lot next to the stadium definitely ain't doing shit either.
That's a fact.
But yeah, it just the more as the days go by, like I said in the thumbnail, it look like we're gonna be saying it's Indiana, yeah.
Yeah, we trying to figure it all out, man, because this is coming from this newest thing. This is coming from Brendan Moore, Illinois governor, Illinois politics reporter for Capital News, is saying that was told this morning by someone close that all is well in negotiations. Committees get canceled all the time in Springfield. The final bill language likely wouldn't have been ready regardless today. So the Bears fans following, don't read this as Illinois' efforts are derailing. So we'll see.
I don't think it's more of Illinois is not trying. I think this is more of Indiana not playing with y'all.
Yeah,
and if you let this shit slip away, it will slip away.
Yeah, I think that the Bears are definitely doing business the right way. Because if you're Kevin, and people are shitting on Kevin Warren, but I'm saying, like, what more do you want him to do?
Want him to do?
You want him to sit back and let these guys continue to kick the can down the road? No. If you're a businessman and that's what he's brought in to do, is to operate and get this damn stadium up and rolling for the fans, you got to apply pressure. So what happens? Hammond comes to the table. Portage comes to the table. Gary comes to the table. Iowa, I don't even know why they even proposed. Now, we ain't going to that whack-ass state. But nonetheless, you get people to join the party. So, hey, we're going to see. It is not the end-all, be-all as it currently stands, but we see that Indiana is applying a lot of pressure. We just want to make that clear. It's not the end-all, be-all, but Indiana is applying pressure.
In my opinion, based on what I'm looking at, what I think Kevin Warren has been doing is he's just being a super negotiative. I think the perfect plan and what they want to do is Arlington.
Yep.
But Arlington is dragging their feet. So to expedite that process, you get other cities involved. And that's what he's doing. I think that's exactly why we keep hearing Indiana. That's why you even get Iowa in there. That's why I literally think that's why he brought get Iowa. See, Iowa want some of this too.
The real, but ain't nobody going no damn Iowa.
I ain't going to no fucking Des Moines. I'm telling you that right now. Got me fucked up. I'm not going out there, and I gotta. First of all, I'm gonna be depressed just going there because I gotta see the fucking 30 minutes of corn before I get to the damn state. No, I'm not doing it. Not doing it.
They'll still be named the Chicago Bears, guys. It'll be a similar situation to how the New York Giants and New York Jets still have the New York name, but they play in New Jersey. But again, it is just not like I said, end all be all.
Just like if you look at the Commanders, them niggas is not in DC.
They're not. They trying to move back to DC.
Like I told them in the beginning, most NFL cities are not in their relative cities. They just not. And it's because, for one, if you in a big ass city, for one, you ain't got no fucking place to put no big ass stadium.
Right, because Dallas Cowboys, they not technically in Dallas. They
in Arlington. Because where the fuck is you gonna put a big ass stadium in Dallas at?
On the real,
it was no. Here, nigga said, "Ooh, this is a fat ass field in Arlington, Texas." There it go.
On the real,
and that's all we doing now. What's a fat ass piece of area in Illinois? Arlington Heights. Okay, that's a place. It's you seen what they was trying. They finding spots for the Sox. Nigga, they found a spot on the south side. I didn't even know it was there. I was like, what the fuck is this at? So it's right off 39th. What you mean it's right off 39th? Yeah, It is what it is. But
Said they trying to decrease to 60K arch. That don't make sense to me.
That's backwards as hell.
You go from 65 to 60, you will want to go up for a new stadium. That don't make sense.
That makes us even more.
I ain't saying
smaller.
you wrong. I'm just saying it don't make sense.
It don't make sense. But yeah, especially with what their most new stadiums, they're easily 90 plus. Easily. So because they're trying to at least get 100 in there at a time. But yeah, man, that's all we came to drop a little news on y'all because, like we just said, that news broke with the meeting getting canceled at 8 a.m. today. So I knew a lot of people was gonna be tripping, but hey, we still gotta sit down, wait and see what happens. Like me and Bobby just said, this is not a confirmation that we're gonna be in Hammond or Indiana or any other place. This is just cities putting in their bid and trying to expedite the process, in my opinion, on Kevin Warren's part. But Bob, you got anything else?
Nah, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, we'll see y'all in another video. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.